This is Dave Rubin explaining the need for masks for ICE thugs.
He's still around, huh?
Dave Rubin is still around.
Wow.
He's a bit of an emeritus.
In a way, good for him.
He's a bit of an emeritus YouTuber. He only does like sort of the intro and outro segments, and then just pastes somebody else's content.
Then he just tacks on Chucky getting hugged by Jesus,
or Ben Shapiro, on Bill Maher.
He's got twins. I do have some sympathies. The twins. He's got can we wrap this up in 15 minutes? Is what he's saying, and then he does it. But here he's done some deep thinking about the implications of having federal sort of quasi, they're not really police, right? Because they're really federal bounty hunters, essentially. And, sort of a militia, because they're not, and here he is explaining why they need to wear masks.
But the other part of all of this is the mask part, because the ICE officers, the way the Democrats are framing it is there are these masked guys who look like Cobra soldiers out there, and they're taking orders from Cobra Commander and Destro and Dr. Mindbender and Firefly.
Going into G.I. Joe stuff.
Is that how we're thinking about it, guys? Like a G.I. Joe episode?
Infamously, Tim Pool is a fan of looking through politics in this particular lens of, Marvel or other kinds of movies. We do not think this way.
Dropping in a reference to explain things, but the idea that I don't even know who those guys are, but the idea that we think like the Joker or the Penguin is sending out. No, actually, the biggest problem is that it's not the Joker and not the Penguin sending out these masked thugs. It's our government. Yes. That's the biggest problem about it.
Yeah, I don't look at Japanese internment thinking it was like the masked, or I don't know, whoever.
Right. If it was some type of evil Dr. Desaro or whatever it is. Then we'd be like, oh, okay, we need to have the police force deal with the evil Dr. Desaro who's sending out these mass thugs. But no, the problem is it is our government that is sending out these mass thugs. That's exactly the opposite of what he thinks it is. But go ahead.
But the other part of all of this is the mask part, because the ICE officers, the way the Democrats are framing it is there are these masked guys who look like Cobra soldiers out there, and they're taking orders from Cobra Commander and Destro and Dr. Mindbender and Firefly, and I can probably think of a couple others. I'll work on it when we play the clip. And they're taking orders from them, and they're just running around, and they're masked because they're evil people. No, they are wearing masks because you lunatics keep going on television telling everyone that they're evil, and they are concerned about their family. I don't know if you ever heard of Spider-Man or any other superhero, but why did superheroes, when I was flying back from Charlie's funeral, I actually watched Avengers Endgame because I was like, I'd have to be able to not think for a little bit.
Hold on, can we just take a moment and just acknowledge how insane that segue, that one sort of tangent. Incidentally, I went to Charlie's funeral, and we seem to have exhausted our entire ability on our YouTube channel to play clips of that and monetize it. So let me see if I can do it a secondarily way.
Ooh, nice little bonus.
And just, and I'm flying back. And of course, I watched a bunch of movies, and I saw the Avengers, and that was, anyways, what was I saying? Spider-Man? God.
Or any other superhero, but why did superheroes, when I was flying back from Charlie's funeral, I actually watched Avengers Endgame because I was like, I'd have to be able to not think for a little bit. And Endgame's pretty good. Those last two, Infinity War and Endgame, are pretty good. But why do superheroes wear masks? You know why superheroes wear masks? And they always point it out in all the movies.
Good.
They don't wear the masks for themselves. They wear the masks to protect their family. Spider-Man wore the mask not because he was afraid that Green Goblin was coming to get him. Green Goblin was coming to get him either way. He didn't want Green Goblin to rape Auntie M. Auntie M? Right, that was Auntie M. Right. She was Auntie M, right?
Can you Are you fucking kidding me right now? You just threw a rape anti-M thing in there? In what scenario are we seeing, like, in Avengers Endgame, what
Yeah, I
we're going to
don't
see
remember
next
that. I don't remember that.
is the rape thing.
Right.
God, you just
Every
have to
one
throw
of
in a
those-
violence against women thing in there just to get the people going and remind people that even though you're a gay guy, you still hate women just like the rest of your audience.
You know, he does have a big problem here, though, with Clark Kent and Superman.
That's true.
So-
Maybe the ICE agent just needs
Well, he
to
doesn't wear a mask.
glasses.
Well, he took his
But you know
glasses
what?
off, which is the same thing.
So,
See, that's
so the
true.
idea
Yeah.
is that they're just trying to protect their family, and so necessarily they're superheroes.
Right.
It is so hard to go through history or at any other time and find examples of anything other than fictional superheroes who wear masks to protect their family. Matt, do you have those clips from the Slack? Those other two that are right behind it?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, go to where that clip was. I put two in there right after it as examples of this.
Oh, yes.
Okay, play the first one first. Here's an example of some superheroes who are wearing masks because, of course, they're afraid of having their aunt sexually assaulted. Here it is, right there. Yes, this is in Ohio, and these, go ahead, right here. Good. Oh, do you wave audio?
Dramatic increase in similar incidents nationwide. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
Tonight, an Ohio community on edge after this group, masked and dressed in black, marched through the streets of Columbus Saturday, carrying firearms and flags with swastikas.
There's legitimate.
Okay, now you understand
Black
why
community.
these swastika carrying gentlemen, because they're all family men. And they're very afraid about their family. And, of course, they're superheroes.
I think also they're so proud of what they're doing that they want to be a little humble.
Yeah,
You know, like,
right.
It's not about me. It's sort of it's not about me kind of thing.
Not me, us.
Not me, yeah, exactly.
Now, listen, of course, many of these movies, The Avengers and Spider-Man, this all takes place contemporaneously or well into the future. But, you know, we have a rich past of heroes in this country wearing masks as well. These guys are not fictional characters. They're actually real. Let's play this. Oh, see that? He's masked. He is directing traffic. Oh, and look there's the family. There's a little
that.
kid with a mask. They're all there. Oh, there's some handbags. They don't want to be sexually assaulted. And so that is why all of them there are masked. Just another example of heroes wearing masks.
How he's not really, I would say, Dave, probably a pretty good big superhero fan, because there's a lot of villains that wear masks. Like, just looking at Doctor Doom, famous
Well, they're
mask,
also worried about their
Yeah.
family being raped.
but would have been forgiven by Jesus. Scarecrow was really worried about the women in his life being raped.
And one wonders why other police officers or why aren't firemen wearing masks?
Right.
I mean, yes, they do it inside the fiery buildings, but they take them off when they come outside, where people could find out who they are and their family. Or is it perhaps that what they're doing is so reprehensible that they are in fact not superheroes, they are in fact villains? And so they wear masks because they want to shield themselves from any type of accountability for the way that they're working.
Also, there was actually a reason to wear a mask for I wouldn't say heroic, but for a kind reason that occurred over the past few years in the once-in-a-lifetime, hopefully, pandemic that we lived through, which Dave Rubin was extremely against. So the mask-wearing, where are we on the map of consciousness and analyzing this
Yeah,
right
they
now?
should be
Different.
wearing-
Oh, okay, but fair enough.
Yeah, so if you see any of these chin diaper wearing guys
Yeah.
out there,
Right.
make sure that you
Beta, very beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, calling them beta in chin diapers. Do they have? Maybe ask them like, does your chin have diarrhea?
Yeah.
Why do you need to wear a chin diaper?
That's a burn. That's
Oh, yeah.
a burn they won't recover from.
Exactly.
They get that.
Remember the Superman movie where he was kicking his gun all over the sidewalk? He was trying to detain the guy.
Superman, that was his Keystone Cops era when he was fumbling around.
This is before they've gotten their powers back, right? You know?
Superman's accidentally
Yes.
Yes, they don't have their full powers yet, aka the billions and billions of dollars of funding from the federal government to fund our Gestapo. Which apparently is hate speech. I'm sorry, I shouldn't actually say that. J.D. Vance says as much.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.